is the treatment carried out?
Our treatments always begin with an in-depth consultation, and that allows us to assess the medical background of the client, see if they're suitable for the treatment, and also to understand what their expectations are of the treatment. We will then do what we call a colour consultation, where we analyse their natural colourings and choose the best shade for them. We'll also look at their facial structure, and so that we can choose the best position for the permanent makeup and what is the best shape for them. Because client comfort is of the utmost importance to us, we will apply numbing agents before we actually carry out the infusion process. And we also pre-draw the look in conventional makeup before we infuse the colours into the skin, so the client has the opportunity to see exactly what it looks like before the pigments are infused into the skin. Now, we infuse them into the skin using an electronic handpiece, and that is traced precisely over the pre-drawn template. Our clients describe it like having their eyebrows tweezed in terms of discomfort, and usually the procedure takes about 1.5 to 2 hours. We also offer a complimentary tune-up 1 to 3 months after the original application, and that just allows us to fine-tune anything, make any alterations that the client requires.
What would a client need to do before an appointment here for natural enhancements?
Because your image is a personal reflection of yourself, it's really important that you think about what your expectations are with your permanent makeup. Obviously, during the consultation, your technician is going to give her professional advice, but it's good to have a general idea of what you want as well. It's a good idea to come in wearing your normal makeup so you can communicate the looks that you like to your technician. And for best results, it's really important that the skin is not sensitized. So we ask clients not to have medical grade peels 1 month before coming in for their procedure, and also to avoid Retin-A, that's an anti-aging preparation. We also ask them to avoid using AHAs such as glycolic acid, again due to the sensitivities, for 2 weeks before their procedure. With regard to sensitivity, we would also recommend that our clients don't have hair removal procedures in the localized areas, using waxing, electrolysis, IPL and laser. And if you're having an eyebrow procedure or an eyelash enhancement, we ask you not to tint the hair, because that will sensitize the skin and also affect the look when the therapist is assessing your needs. Also, avoid eyelash curling treatments and eyelash perming treatments for 2 weeks before having your procedure if you're going to have an eyelash enhancement, and avoid wearing false eyelashes and eyelash extensions when you come for your treatment, because when we're running the pen through the eyelashes, it can snag on the artificial lashes and tug and pull and put your natural lashes under stress. Obviously, at the close of the treatment, when the skin is healed, you can reapply the eyelash extensions as normal. With regard to medications, if you are on long-term blood thinners, then your specialist will ask you to go to your doctor and perhaps alter your medication program for a couple of days before you come in to have your procedure, so that will enhance the healing process, and you'll retain more pigment when the pigment is infused into your skin. And for 2 days before you have your procedure, we will ask you to avoid taking aspirin, ibuprofen, anti-inflammatories and alcohol, because these all slow down, they thin the blood, they slow down the healing process and therefore affect pigment retention in the skins.
And can people have permanent makeup applied in the privacy of their own homes?
We would not recommend to have your permanent makeup applied in the privacy of your own home. To meet licensing requirements, we have to maintain very strict hygiene standards and domestic environment would not achieve those standards.
And when a client comes to Natural Enhancement, can they choose what colours they want to be used?
Basically, yes. Your specialist will give her professional opinion to you during your consultation. She's going to analyse your natural colours and she's going to select colours for you that complement your natural colourings. But what you have to remember is that the colours are translucent, and so your natural colourings are going to shine through, and so even if we create your perfect shade for you, when we infuse it into your skin, it may reflect back a slightly different shade. So with this in mind, it means that sometimes your specialist has to work within certain parameters, but she will endeavour to create the look that you want.
And how long will it take?
Generally, we schedule 1.5 to 2 hours to create your enhancement and give you a thorough aftercare briefing. We will also schedule a 1-hour appointment 1 month later to allow us to check everything is perfect and to make any minor adjustments that may be required. The follow-up appointment is included in the initial price.